Well, thank you all. Thanks to the folks who are here. My constituents across southern Minnesota, like all Americans, they're sick of this. It's ridiculous. I would have never believed that supervising the high school lunchroom would have been such an important skill set to come here, but it certainly feels like that right now. This is not that difficult. You've heard it from my colleagues. Unfortunately, the longer it goes on, you start pitting American against American, and last night a very despicable thing happened, starting to use our veterans as a pawn in this game. The most precious gift those veterans gave us was that very rare, precious gift of self-governance. The way you honor veterans is you make your government work. They don't want to be pitted against their neighbors. They don't want to be singled out in this. They want to do their job, and they want to have the promises that were made to them and their families fulfilled. By leaving them behind and putting them into this disrespects everything they fought for, everything they stood for, and everything they died for. And so while you'll find a lot of folks around here, there's a lot of folks around here that want to preach the sermon of patriotism, duty, honor, country. Every once in a while, you'll find that rare person who actually lives that sermon. And with that, I'd like to introduce my colleague from Illinois, Tammy Duckworth.
I've dedicated my life to serving our military men and women and our veterans. I owe a debt to them that is far more important than any political party. I've been fighting for our military men and women and vets for too long to allow anyone to cynically exploit them in a political brawl. And what we're doing at the World War II Memorial with our greatest generation, the heroes who served democracy, by using them as a pawn for political stunts is shameful. It's shameful. My father was a World War II veteran. He lays at rest in Arlington right now. He's ashamed that we were using his generation for political gain. So I was incredibly disappointed that the majority has attempted to use veterans as political pawns. The bill last night was not to support our nation's heroes. In fact, it cuts more than $6 billion in funds for the Department of Veterans Affairs in a budget that has already passed. Shame on the people who would return our veteran service with a $6 billion cut at a time when the need for veteran services has never been greater. We cannot keep the government running piece by piece. My constituents deserve service from and access to government. I urge the House leadership to end the shutdown today by passing a clean CR, and then let's get together to conference on a long-term budget that addresses deficit reduction, creates jobs, and supports our veterans and our military men and women. Thank you.